Hey guys, it is me, Jenna, again. Um, I am going to be talking about today, Friday the 13th, part 2. And just guys, let you know, because I'm pretty sure you could probably hear this. I figured this was kind of appropriate today. While I'm talking about it, I'm going to be having side 1 on of the Friday the 13th, soundtrack on vinyl, by the way. I do have a record player. And actually, before I kind of get into talking about part 2, this is a little shout out to Benny. I don't know if you're going to see this. I hope you do. If not, I will send you a message maybe later on today. I know I didn't sign up for the October pack with you, just because I wanted to kind of test out the first month, and then also I wanted to get a couple of other subscription boxes to kind of like feel out like what the other ones are really kind of like and stuff. But I will be signing up for the November box for sure. I know you really are like a kind of like a collector and stuff. You go out looking for like stuff like this. I don't know if you know, get any like vinyl records or anything. If you do, when I sign up, like if it's something that you're able to ship, I am totally interested in maybe getting some vinyl records from you, especially horror ones. Obviously horror ones, like I'm not gonna expect you to send me like a Doors one or something. But you know, especially like horror related vinyl records, or even if you want to kind of like test them out on me, see what people's reactions are to sending out vinyl record soundtracks of horror movies. Feel free to test them out. And one in particular that I'm really, really looking for, I know I could go on eBay to buy this for like 40 some bucks, or maybe even cheaper, I'm not even sure. But one that I am really looking forward to, or looking for, is the Nightmare on Elm Street 4 soundtrack on vinyl specifically. So if you come across that in like the next few months or whatever, because I know I'm really gonna probably consistently subscribe to you. If you come across that, please pick it up, and I am claiming that straight up right now. So once again, like I said, Benny, my little Benny and the Jets. Please, if you come across that, please, I want that. Please. So anyway, on to my video. So, like I said, where is it? I know I've already talked about the first one, the first Friday 13th, and my initial plan when I first did the first one was to kind of try and do the entire series, pretty quickly, but then I got distracted with other stuff, and, you know, horror pack, and a killer box, and, you know, other stuff. So, I'm only now just doing number 2. And sorry if my record player is a little too loud. I didn't realize how loud it was. So it seems like I'm shouting at you guys, I'm really sorry. I'm just trying to make sure that you can kind of hear me and the music at the same time. Because like I said, I wanted to, you know, have a little bit of theme, a little more fun. And like I said, I am listening to the soundtrack of number 2. I will one of these days actually show you the actual vinyl record because it's a really cool one. But anyway, and by the way, speaking of Benny, right over here, I know you can't see it all that well, but you can at least see one of the masks as I'm like now pointing to Paige, who may or may not be with WWE anymore because her boyfriend quit a couple of weeks ago during his suspension, and now today WWE breaking news has released him. Not the case. But anyway, yeah, this poster right here, that is from Benny himself, displaying it right there with Paige, Sheamus, Shawn Michaels, and Stevie Nicks. Small little group there. Some of my favorite stuff right there. So Friday the 13th Part 2, released in 1981. And it's pretty well known. Once again, I won't go too into detail about like the actual movie itself, because I feel like everyone and their mother has done videos on this and everyone's seen it. Just give them my little thoughts about it. So yeah, it came out in 1981, and I know like the first one, they really weren't thinking of making like a sequel or anything. Because I mean, Mrs. Voorhees died in the first one. Jason was just kind of like a dream, already dead and stuff. You know, so there was really no point in doing a number two. But of course, studio wanted to make money, so we got Friday 13th Part 2, starring Amy Steele as our young blonde heroine. And of course, we do see Adrienne King come back in to reprise her role in the sequel, although she's only in it for a couple minutes. I know they were originally planning on using her a little bit longer, but something happened. I'm not sure if it was like money or she just wasn't really jiving with the script. I think it was the money issue, maybe, but it ended up being where we only had her for a couple minutes. Here comes Jason Voorhees, and actually that first scene with Jason where he steps into the street, that was actually played by a woman. I think it was the costume designer, I believe. But yeah, it was a female who portrayed Jason for the very first time, and only time, actually. We haven't seen that since. Little fun fact. Fun fact. You guys know I love my little fun facts. So yeah, so the first one, does not have the iconic hockey mask that didn't come along until part 3. But instead, we had the potato sack head Jason, which I don't know if it's necessarily a ripoff or it's kind of an homage or whatnot, but especially after seeing this movie, oh god, Town That Dreaded Sundown. Sorry, brain fart. Because that, like I stated in other movies or other videos I've done, Town That Dreaded Sundown is an unsolved murder mystery that the killer was known to wear like a potato sack, like pretty much identical to what they used in part 2 of Jason. So, it's kind of weird because it's like whenever I watch one or the other, I always think of the other movie. But yeah, potato sack, I don't know. I mean, even though it was only in one movie, I love the hockey mask, but, I do feel like, especially now that I'm older, I do have a little bit of appreciation for that bagged head of his. It is a little creepy, I think, because it's just a guy with a sack on his head, flopping back and forth. I know some people are kind of like, ugh. But whatever. So yeah, number two. I do like number 2 a lot. I feel like a lot of people kind of do appreciate it. And of course it's, instead of like getting the camp set up, it's more of like a training retreat for camp counselors, like maybe just like before the season starts. And then, of course, one by one, people get killed. I know, like, when this came out, obviously I wasn't alive yet, but I've heard that there was some, like, a little bit of, I don't want to say like an uproar, but a few people who were upset with the guy who was in the wheelchair who got killed. Which I'm like, it's not like it's the first person in a wheelchair to get killed in one of these. Like Hello Texas Chainsaw Massacre, there's been others where people have been disabled and like gotten killed, and it's like I understand where people get up in arms like, oh, they can't defend themselves. It's like, well, shame on you for thinking like that people in a wheelchair can't get killed in a movie. Like, it's a movie. So relax. But that was a good kill. I like that kill because, he literally gets the machete straight in the face, rolls down all those stairs where I'm like, where did all those stairs come from? Because I could have sworn there was only like one little set of stairs of like 8 steps. And now he's going down like a row of like 100 steps. Whatever. And then Ginny, played by, once again, Amy Steele. By the way, just real quick, because I know I kind of started talking about Adrienne King. She made a cameo in this. Very beginning, because I got sidetracked about talking about Jason being played by a woman for the one and only time. I know it's been said before. I'm gonna say it again. How the hell did Jason figure out where King's character was living and get like a ticket, either a bus ticket or an airplane ticket to fly out and kill her? And how did he access her apartment? Ninja skills, man, ninja skills. But anyway, so going back to Jenny, this like psychology major, she's really interested in, and this is something I really like about this movie and about her character, is that she really tries to kind of, understand Jason, like, what's, like, if, kind of like the theory of, like, what if he, did survive? What if, somehow maybe he, I don't know, floated off lake or something and everyone thought he was dead, and, he really isn't. Maybe he just wanted to, like, hide out because, he was different and, everyone was making fun of him. He got sick of it. And she was really kind of, like, trying to figure him out and, like, what he would be like now, kind of having, like, still, like, the mental capacity of, like, a child, just because, like, he didn't really have any other stop, rewind, and play, go. So, really kind of not having that social interaction and being able to mentally mature appropriately, like, with the mind, transitioning into like a mindset of adult and stuff. So, like, she tries to figure it out. Like, well, yeah, like, you see your mom killing people, you think that's how you deal with things in life if something doesn't go your way, or you see your mom get killed. What do? You're gonna go out and kill everyone because you think that's right. That's how you get revenge instead of calling cops. You know. But yeah, like number two, I love. It's a good one. I mean, I enjoy the entire series altogether, but definitely I would say like parts like 1 through 4 are probably like my favorite or my faves. Faves. I don't know what I was trying to say. They're my faves. But especially number two, I'd say probably like sequel wise. Aside from number one, obviously, because that one like that's always gonna be like top spot for me. But I would have to say like sequel wise for my favorites would have to be parts 2 and numero 4. Which I will eventually talk about 4. Talk to 4. Yeah, I talked to these movies. But yeah, it's number 2. Just it's a good one. I like it. And these movies too, because I know I just did my little like partial list of what I'm watching next month for like Halloween. Like these two right now, like I can tell you, like probably parts 1 through. Sorry, glare. I don't know why I keep showing you this. But numbers 1 through 4 are another pair that I really kind of make a point to watch every October. Once again, I mean, it's a series I try to watch maybe the entire series during the month of October, but given the amount of time I have and like what else I want to watch, I usually try to, at least watch 1 through 4. Make a point to watch 1 through 4. Sorry, a little slip cover for my album there. But yeah, so just my little 2 cents. Like I said in like the first one I talked about, I'm not gonna go into great detail about like the franchise and the movies themselves as much and like the plots about a lot of these movies, because once again, everyone and their mother has done videos about these and like really have gone into great detail about like the plots of the movie and stuff. Most of these, I'm really just kind of gonna give my 2 cents in them, unless it's like a newer movie or a movie that most people haven't really seen or a lot of people may not have seen. I'm gonna spare you guys the details of having to sit through another video of like, okay, well this one opens up and blah blah blah, and then this happened and blah blah blah. So, although I have to give Jason credit, though, I just was thinking about this in because part 2. The little dog Muffin, who we think maybe got killed by Jason, because I think, you see Muffin at the feet of Jason, presumably, and the next shot is like the shot of the hot dogs on the grill, and then of course Muffin at the end comes in with the, coming in after they think Jason's dead. So, you know, I gotta give Jason credit for being a little bit more of like an animal lover, unlike Michael. Michael, you know, I love him, but I don't think I could ever date him because he's not a dog person. I'd give Jason a shot. But yeah, no, speaking of the end though, I thought it was going to be the end of the video, but I keep thinking of other stuff, because the end of the video, kind of like going back to with Ginny's sort of like understanding, you know, the psychology of Jason. I love how she tries to kind of trick Jason at the end, because, you know, he's got his mom's head on, you know, the table and everything, has a little shrine for and everything, has her sweater she was wearing the day she died. You know, using, once again, you know, using her brains, using her education, trying to, like, fool him, trying to, like, outsmart him to, like, boom, end Jason. And almost did. Almost successfully did end the series at number 2. Which, you know, honestly, if it would have ended, if the series would have ended at 2, and only having, you know, the 2 Fridays, I would have been happy with. It would have been, like, a good ending, but, of course, the studio wanted some Benjamins, so they continued the sequel, so... But anyway, so I just wanted to, you know, kind of get that, because I knew as soon as I ended this video, I'd be like, should have said this. But anyway, that's my little spiel about number 2. Thank you for kind of listening to first side of Friday 13th soundtrack. You know, like I said, figure you guys would enjoy that. Enjoy hearing some Friday 13th Part 2 music. And then until next time, you guys, who knows what I'll be talking about? Maybe an unpacking of some subscription box. Maybe talking about Friday 13th Part 3 and 3D. Or, you know, who knows? Who knows? Whatever I feel like. So, you guys have a great, great Friday afternoon, and you all have a great weekend for those of you who aren't working. And if you are working this weekend like I am, I'm sorry. I'm right there with you, peeps. But anyway, like I said, you guys have a great Friday afternoon, and I will see you hopefully next couple of days.